What's wrong with that?
Oh, you know, there's nothing terribly wrong with that, I guess. Yeah, because then when we voted, I was misreading it, yeah.
Okay.
We did deny it, okay. Nothing wrong with it, my mistake. Okay.
Just glance through, but it looks okay to me.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, minutes approved.
That motion.
I second it. And Donnie has to abstain because he wasn't here.
All right, notices, communications, announcements, appearance of interested citizens, Expo Culinary coming up this weekend. Anything we need to add to that?
I'll be there. Well, I got shut off, but apparently.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna be meeting and greeting and
at the
glad handing. I'm looking forward to it.
Tri-County Reception Center, where you get your passport.
It's a free event this year. You don't have to.
Right, but at least talking to Sally,
Yeah.
they recommend you get a passport so that you know all the anyway, there's a reception center in Tri-County.
Looking forward to it.
CEDA annual meeting Friday in Harmony.
So the meeting is at 10:30, and then after that there'll be lunch and golf. So you can make
Where's the golf course in Harmony?
that. That's a good question. I can get you the address.
It's right
I can
behind,
find it.
when you're coming in, you know where Quick Trip is?
Yep.
Hang a left,
Okay,
it's right up that street,
okay.
right behind the golf, or it's
Before 52 makes a
Yep.
dogleg.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you see the sign that says golf carts, sales that way, that's the way you go
Okay.
past them.
What is that road?
So it's
Goes
north
on
of
that county road?
You head
It's a
back
city
north.
street.
Oh, is it?
Or-
You're actually heading kind of east.
You actually
Yeah,
head east.
yeah, okay.
It's north of the downtown.
Minnesota Deed News Release and Newsletter. I don't know if anybody looked at this, but I did. And there's a thing in here. Tell us about news in your area prior to the 15th of May. You know, if that comes up again, we might task Sam to put something together and talk about what we're doing and pitch into this. This is a really good newsletter, and they are trying to draw in other communities and EDAs. So that was my only thought there. Unemployment rate keeps going down. When we get to zero, we're in real trouble.
You see a story, they have a company that was actually looking in Minnesota, was gonna hire a bunch of people that were laid off. Company that got shut down over this stuff. Yeah.
But depending on who you listen to,
Can't remember the details of that.
people are gonna be getting in Conestoga wagons in Wisconsin and heading to Minnesota here every day.
We've been saying that for years.
Well, you said it about Iowa, and it hasn't come true, except for me.
No one left.
Fool that I am.
Is there anybody left down there?
Yeah.
Well, my uncle down in Fort Dodge.
Okay.
They're still happy.
Greater Minnesota Partnership. You know, I have unsubscribed to their spam emails about 20 times. So we need to work on that.
They're resilient.
Yeah. Any comments, anything we need to talk about there? I want to add here, before we get too far into this, that when we get to the discussion of the subcommittee recommendations, I've talked to Scott, who can't be here tonight, but he can conference call, and it might be worthwhile to involve him in the discussion and the votes.
Kathy, you think, I'm not so sure about the vote, but the conversation part, I think we're okay.
If it's the same as council, he can listen, and I think he can even voice his opinion, but he can't vote.
You can't vote if he's not,
You can't vote if you're not here.
I think you can if you can see the person, like on Skype, and if it's noticed before the meeting.
It used to be that they couldn't vote at all, but I think they have changed it now that they can vote, but you need to know ahead of time, and you need to be able, I think you need to be able to see them, so that you know for sure that that's really him, you know.
fair enough,
I think we just wanna be safe about the voting part, the
Yeah,
discussion
yeah,
part.
and I just wanna be sure that everyone understands the views of the subcommittee on these
Yep.
important votes. So we'll call him as soon as we get to that. I told him 6 or 6:30. Okay, general business, 5A, Sam, you wanna walk us through?
Okay, yeah. So, again, as typical, nothing, too surprising about these until we get down to, okay, so typically, so the general fund balance is 169,775.95. The RLF balance, accumulating is 572,135.78. And then the flood loan is 123,913. The only now here's the change where the balance of the micro grant, which is available to spend. We approved micro grant for Rentec last meeting for $250 for printing brochures and more promotional items. So that dropped our balance to $419.79. The balance of the micro loan fund available is still $15,000, and the balance committed to spend on Highway 43 grant is $500 as well. So, but we were talking about moving a portion of the micro loan fund into the micro grant fund, since those seem to see more use.
Any questions? What are we taking in on a monthly basis?
Something like 30, isn't it?
It has been,
Yeah, except, can I say something about moving this between funds though?
yeah.
The loan fund is the 203 funds, and that cannot give grants. Your grants are coming out of the 202 fund. That's your general fund.
Okay.
The grants are coming out of there, the loans are coming out of the loan fund. So you can't take loan money and move it into 202 to pay for more grants, but you can allocate
But
more.
we can pull out of
I mean,
202.
you can just say, yes, we wanna spend more in the 202 fund, which would spend down your balance, you know, but you can't take it out of the loan fund because it's going to be a grant.
Thank you for that.
Can you do forgivable loans through the loan fund?
Yeah,
So that
because you do that already, but it's still a
It's-
grant.
right,
A
yeah.
grant, you're calling it a grant, and a grant's a grant,
And
and,
forgivable loans have terms.
Right.
yeah.
You
And
gotta
they're-
You'd have to
have
modify it.
jobs and stay in business.
So you can allocate more to go
Okay.
to micro grants.
Well, that's good.
What, Kathy, what if we took 5,000 off the micro loan that has 15,000? And just move 5,000 of that in to the grant? Would that be,
It's coming out of our
You
fund.
can't move it from that, from the
You're saying
loan
all
fund.
$15,000 is being allocated from the 203,
Yeah.
okay,
But, you
and
can-
all the grant money was allocated from the 202.
202.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
okay.
You can't blend those two types of expenditures.
That's what you could do is put $5,000 back into the 203 and then allocate more in 202.
Really doesn't.
It doesn't accomplish anything.
If we want more in there, we gotta take it from 202 apparently, huh?
Yeah, I would recommend that you just, take a certain amount out of the 202 fund and recommit it to the grant.
Makes sense.
I would think they should. I mean, I think it's, you notice the differences around it.